you ballet ladies. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to your latest class for Tuesday, April 14th. So we're going to take an exercise first at the bar, facing the bar, similar to our exercise from a couple of weeks ago that we repeated the next week. But I switched it up a little bit. So, in first position, we'll start with our heels together, pulling up our knees very straight. And we'll take our preparation 5, 6, 7, and 8. So with the right leg, we're going to tandu to the front, tandu out on 1, hold 2, we turn it in 3, turn out 4, turn it in 5, turn it out 6, rond to second on 7, close first on 8. Same thing to second position, tandu 1, hold 2, turn in 3, turn out 4, turn in 5, turn out 6, rond back, heel forward as you close into first. And then going back, 1, hold 2, turn in 3, turn out 4, turn in 5, turn out 6, rond second, close first. Then we have demi-plie relevé, demi-plie relevé, demi-plie relevé, demi-plie stretch. Other leg, left leg. 1, hold 2, turn in 3, turn out 4, turn in 5, turn out 6. Carry to second position, close 8. And 1, hold 2, turn in 3, turn out 4, turn it in 5, turn it out 6. Rond to the back, close, heel forward. And back, hold 2, turn it in 3, turn out 4, turn in 5. Turn out 6, rond second, close first, 3 relevés in first position, plie relevé, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and stretch. Then we start with the right leg again. 1, hold 2, flex 3, pointed 4, flex on 5, pointed 6, carry second, close 8, and 1, hold 2, flex 3, point 4, flex 5, point 6, carry back, heel forward as you close, and then back, hold 2, flex 3, point 4, flex 5, pointed 6, carry second and close 8, and then again 3 relevés in first, then 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we repeat with the left leg, hold 2, flex and point, flex and point, carry side. Same thing to second position, 2, 3, and point, and flex, and point, carry back, and tandu back, hold 2, flex 3, point 4, flex 5, point 6, Carry second and close 8. Plie, releve. And plie, releve. And plie, releve. This time we're going to stay after the last releve. Stay up. Take your hands off the bar to first. And today, let's see if we can take our arms up to 5th. And then opening to 2nd before you plie and stretch and finish. All right, so as you're taking this exercise, ladies, I really want you to feel the rotation of the leg as you turn it in and turn it out. But obviously, I want you to think more about the turning out of the leg than the turning in of the leg. So yes, you want to turn it in as far and rotate it as far as it would go in, but I want you to think of turning it out even more. Right? So we're really trying to find those muscles that give us our rotation and turnout in our ballet. So get ready in first position. ladies, we'll continue with a plie exercise. A couple of things I want to remind you about. Remember in grand plie, in every position, that it does not stop at the bottom of your grand plie. Some of you I have seen, as we get to the bottom, we kind of hang out down here. But we should understand, I want you to understand that grand plie doesn't stop until you get back to fully stretched legs. So if we're doing our grand plie in first, we go through our demi plie, our heels come off and we get to the bottom, but then we start right away coming back up, putting our heels down, and then stretching our knees. Right now, remember in the second position, our heels don't come off the floor, but it's still the same thing. We go through demi plie to our grand plie, and then right away start coming back up to a two stretched legs. That is the end of grand plie. Right, so be careful that you don't do grand plie and stop down here at the bottom and then start to come back up. Right, it doesn't stop until you get back to two stretched legs. Also, a little reminder, when you're stretching to the front, in first position, try to remember that you don't want your heels to open, right? You gotta keep those heels together. Use your seat muscles to hold your turnout and keep those heels touching. So when you take your stretch over to the front, nothing moves, and you want to release your neck so that you're looking at your knees. Right, really important that you're not looking at the floor, but that you release the neck so it's like the top of your head is reaching towards the floor. So our exercise from first, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have demi plie 1, stretch 2. Demi plie 3, stretch and open 4. We rise to demi point, and our arm in second position lengthens out. When you do that, I want you to also take a breath in through your nose. So we lengthen out 5, 6, and lower 7, 8. So your head turns and looks at your fingernails, and the arm stretches from that rounded position, just lengthening as if you're trying to touch the wall out to the side. If you're trying to touch that wall. And at the same time as the arm lengthens, you're taking a breath and rising to demi point. Up, 6, lower the heels softly, 7 and 8. Then we grand plie. And 2, don't stop at the bottom, back through demi plie, stretch up 4. We take our stretch over to the front, heels together, 5, 6, arm up, tendu, rolling through the foot, that's toe ball heel to lower to second position. Second position, demi plie 1 and stretch 2. And demi plie 3 and stretch open 4. Rising up 5, 6, and lower the heel softly. Grand plie 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We take our stretch into the bar. Turn your head and look towards your inside arm, the little crook of your elbow. 5 and 6, open 7, tendu, rond de jambe, is a little bit different. We are not taking grand plie and fourth today. So demi-plie, stretch, and 3, 4, rising up 5, 6, lower the heels softly, 7, 8. Now instead of grand plie, we're going to take demi-plie, releve, and demi-plie, heels forward and stretch. And then we stretch away from our bar, 5 and 6, looking over your outside shoulder. Collect your arms in first position, 7, tendu, close hip, demi-plie, stretch, 2, and 3, and 4. Rising up, cross that front leg, 5, 6, and then you're just going to let it slide back down into 5th position. No plie. 7 and 8. Grand plie in 5th. 2, coming up 3 and 4. We're going to take the arm all the way down to go up 5th on O and take our arch back with very straight knees, looking at our right elbow, 6, coming up 7, plie, again, cross the front foot over the back foot, and we'll take our hand off the bar and find our balance in 5th position. I want everyone to practice turning to the other side, toward your back foot. Try to make that turn without the bar, and then lower on the second side, and finish. Right, so remember, when we turn from one side to the other at the bar, you want to turn towards your back foot, or towards the bar, and those legs change places. After you finish turning from one side to the other, you might have to tighten up your 5th position again. So as soon as you get there, go ahead and make that tight 5th right away. Okay, so 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th. And remember, in 4th position, we do not take the grand plie, but we have demi-plie, releve, demi-plie, and stretch. And then we stretch away from the bar. So starting 1st position. Preparation. 6 and 7 and 8. Demi-plie, 1. Stretch. 3, 4. And rise, lengthen the arms. 6. Lower the heels softly. Grand plie. down, arching back. Rise up. And taking your turn to the other side. Try to do it without taking your bar. And remember to lower softly. Over so I can hit the left side with you, ladies. Here we go. On the left side, other side. Getting ready. And 6, 7, and 8. Open your knees into demi stretch. Plie stretch. Rise in, stretch the arm. Lower the heels softly. Grand plie. 2. Stretching front, heels together. Don't let them slip apart. Demi stretch. Demi stretch. Rise up. Stretching into the bar, look at that inside arm. Time you crunch and fold. Demi plie stretch. Rise up. Lengthen the arm. Lower the heels softly. Demi plie. Relocate. Demi stretch. Reaching away from the bar. Arms first, tendu fifth. Demi plie stretch. Rise and cross the leg. And lower. Grand plie. Arm goes down to go up. Arching back, straight knees. Plie and rise. And stay. Remember, you want to practice turning back to the first side. And lowering softly. All right. We'll take our next exercise, a tendu from 5th position. So we're going to put our right foot in front. Arms are round, ready for our preparation. The preparation is port de bras, opening to demi-second. So remember, that's the little bottom of your Christmas tree. And back to 5th en bas. So 5, 6, 7, take your bar on 8. So we have a tendu to the front with the arm in 5th en bas on the bottom. 1 and close 2. Second tendu, the arm comes to first. 3 and close 4. Pulling that pinky toe back into 5th each time you close, ladies. Third tendu, it goes to 5th en haut. 5 and 6. Demi-plie, it opens to second. As you stretch, it's back on the bottom. Same thing to second position, but the arms take open to second. 1, 2, and 3, close 4, third one, arm opens to second, 5, close 6, lengthen, stretch. 2 arabesques. 1, heel forward as you close, 2, and 3, and 4, stretching out to arabesque, 5, 6, plie, stretch. Last time to second, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and plie, rise. We turn around, lower, and we're ready for the left side right away. So we have Tani 1 and close 2. Pinky toe pulls back into 5th each time. 3, close 4, 5, close 6, plie, and stretch. 2 seconds. Each one changes. 2, and 3, 4, open 5, 6, lengthen the arm as you plie, and it floats down as you stretch the legs. Arabesque, close 2, and 3, and 4, stretch the arm forward, and 6, plie, stretch, and last time, second, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, plie, rise, cross that 5th, turn, lower, and finish. Right, so again, we're practicing turning from one side to the other side in the exercise so that we do both sides without stopping. Good practice to practice turning from one side to the other. All right, so this is an exercise I would like to see from everyone. Just so I can look at the shape of your arms and make sure that everything is where it should be. Also, thinking about our tendus in second position, remember that the toe, as you can see right here, is slightly in front of my standing heel. You want to make sure that you do not tendu and go back behind your standing leg. Right, that's already starting to make my leg turn in. Yes, we want our knee looking straight out to the side and not forward to the front. Okay, so 5th position. Remember your preparation is just opening the arms demi-second, 5, 6, and 7, take your bar, 8. Ready? Second, close back. 3, 4, Okay, so again, I'd like to see everyone's video of that exercise, and we'll continue in just a moment. Our next exercise is going to be facing the bar, so we're going to put our right foot in front in 5th position and take our preparation, working on passe, 6, 7, and 8. So on count 1, we lift our heel and push it forward. So we're going right up to our demi point by taking our heel up off the floor. On count 1, knee is going side already. Pick up and point the foot on 2. So that's when you touch your pinky toe to the front of your leg, right above your ankle bone. We draw it up to passe, right at the front of the knee on 3, and it goes over that little side bump of your knee to close in the back on 4. And then we repeat starting from the back. Now when you pick it up in the back, ladies, you have to be sure that you're not picking up the heel and making a sickled foot position. How do we do that? We have to just do a tiny little scooch of your toes. And you want to think about the demi point is kind of on the side of your big toe slightly. And the heel is still pushing forward. Right? So the toes scoot back and the heel presses forward. And that little back seam of your ballet shoe, whether you're wearing them or not, you know what I'm talking about, the back seam of your shoe, your ballet shoe, touches the bottom of your calf muscle. So we have 1, hold 2, pick up and point 3, hold 4, back of the knee, 5, 6, then we go over the top, 7, close 8. So I gave you the wrong counts the first time. You have 2 counts to start, so they're slower. 1, hold 2, point and touch the pinky toe 3, hold 4, passe up at the knee 5, 6, over 7 and 8. So that's 3 times. And then we plie, releve, passe right away, all the way up. 2, plie 3, releve 4, and plie 5, releve 6, and plie 7, releve 8. Close and 1. So you're going to stretch and pick up the heel starting on the left at the same time. So let's see that again. This is your last releve passe. You close it in back on 8. Your standing leg is going to stretch as your left heel comes off the floor for count 1. Hold 2, 3, hold 4, passe 5, 6, and close back 7, 8. In the back, toes reach away as the heel comes off the floor. 1, hold 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and over the top to close front 7 and 8. Third time, 1, 2, pick it up and point 3, 4, passe 5, 6, close back 7, 8, and plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, and we'll close and finish. So remember, ladies, as you pick up each passe, but especially when you get to the ones with the releve, you want to be sure that your toe stays connected all the way up and all the way down picking it up from the back, you want to sneak it around to the front of the knee as quickly as possible. Right, so that's where we'll have our passes for all of our pirouettes. Even when you're picking up the foot from the back, you want to get it to the front of your knee as fast as you can. Okay, so right foot in front facing your bar. If you have opportunity, that would probably be a good exercise to repeat, just so you can really get practice of picking up the foot in a nice shape, right? So that we're not doing passe like this, and in the back that we're not picking it up by starting this way, but again, you want to scooch the toes, and then you're on the side of your big toe right here when you pick the heel up and attach it to the bottom of your leg. And again, just good to work and practice rotating and turning out our passe. And don't forget about your standing leg, especially when you get to the releves, right? We might be thinking a lot about our passe leg, and then we end up with a parallel standing leg. So if you have a chance, just take this exercise twice through. So back it up and just repeat it. All right? Okay, so for our dégagé exercise, we're actually going to just have one hand on the bar, and we're in first position. And once again, our preparation is just going to open to demi-second, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So we dégagé to the front, 1, close in plie 2. And then we dégagé the left leg, the other leg to the front, 3, plie 4. Again, right leg 5, plie 6, and 7, plie 8. So when you close into plie, ladies, you're going to your deepest plie and you stay there until the next leg brushes out, right? So really try to be sure that you don't go plie and then start to stretch and then release the leg, right? So that's just like your plie when you land from jump, right? You want to go to your deepest demi-plie, and then as you go into your next jump, then both legs stretch out of that deep plie together. But we don't want to come halfway out of our plie and then try to think about jumping, or for this exercise, taking the dégagé. So again, that's right leg close plie and left leg plie. Again, right leg plie, knees open, left plie, and to the side. First plie, left and close, right and plie and left and close. Going back, plie and 2. And right leg close and left. And 1 and close, 2 and close. So you just have right and left. We're going to releve in first position. Cross the right leg. Turn 7. Plie 5th, tendu, close first. Actually, let's plie 5th, dégagé, close first, other side. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back and close and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Just 2 times. The last time, 3 and 4. Releve. Cross 5th. Turn back to the first side on count 7. Plie, dégagé, and finish. Okay, so again, remembering you want to go into your deepest plie. As you're closing the leg from the front, think about the pinky toe pulling back into first. So the heel's not coming first, coming back, but the toes are closing back into first so that you're nicely rotated and turned out. Deep in plie with your heels on the floor and keeping that round arm shape throughout the exercise, right? You want to make sure that your arm doesn't start doing funky stuff while you're working your dégagés with your legs and feet. All right, so in first position, again, your preparation is opening the arms 5, 6, 7, and 8. Continue with some things in the center in just a moment. Okay, ladies, so our first exercise exercise here in the center floor is an exercise to practice spotting. Spotting is something that we do when we turn so that we don't get super dizzy and fall over, right? It helps us keep our focus, and again, it prevents the world from spinning when we are doing our turns. So, we're going to take first position, and throughout the exercise, you're just going to be doing little steps around in first position. And we're going to take our preparation with our arms, port de bras, 5, 6, and 7. And we touch our middle fingers to our shoulders. You can gently press down just so that we don't get our shoulders up, right? And you want to be sure that your elbows and this part of your arm is parallel to the floor. So it's in the same line with the floor. Don't drop your elbows like this, but support your arms so that your elbows are pointing straight out to the side and not down to the floor. We start by turning to our right, en dehors, is how I would like for you to think about it, as if we were doing an en dehors pirouette, which we did practice a couple of weeks or classes ago. So you're going to move your left shoulder and elbow under and point it straight front, and your head is looking out over that shoulder and elbow. 1 and 2, and then continue turning, and now you're facing the other direction and looking over your right shoulder, and then we come back to center. And then we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have 4 counts for the whole turn. 1 and 2 and 3. Look over your shoulder. 4. 2 of those. And then 2, 1 count each. 5 and 6 and 7 and hold 8. Other way. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Back to center. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we have 4 counts each. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 1 count each. 1 and 3 and hold in center. 7 and 8. So throughout the exercise, your arms are probably going to get tired, but try to make sure that we don't start letting the elbows drop. And ladies, when you are turning your head, you can see me from the side. You want to make sure that you're not lifting your chin up or letting your chin drop down. But just like your arms are staying parallel to the floor, you want your chin to stay parallel to the floor as you turn it and look over one shoulder and then turn it to look over the other shoulder and back to center, right? So really be sure you're not letting the chin lift or drop, but that it's really staying perfectly even and parallel with the floor. All right? This is an exercise that I would also like to see from everyone. So I can give you some corrections and pointers to help your spots for your turns get better. Spotting is essential for successful turns. Okay, so in first position with your arms down and ready. Here we go. 6, 7, 8, and 11. All right, ladies, so I gave you the wrong counts for the last two, but hopefully you heard my voice and were watching so that you were able to do it with me. I would like to take this exercise again. This time we're going to do 4 counts apiece. 4 times, and then so 1 and 2 and 3, back to center 4, and 5, 6 and 7, 8, and then we go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 2 4 counts apiece. 2 counts apiece, and 3 1 count each. So when you have the single count ones, ladies, you move the shoulder under your chin, turn your head over the other shoulder as you keep turning, and back to center. and look, look, and look, look, and look, look. And then we get ready, hold 5, 6, 7, 8 to start to the left. This one should go twice through, right, left, right, left. I will do it along with you. So you'll have a little guide if you need to, if you need it. Ready? Once again, 2 4 counts each, 2 2 counts each, and 3 1 count each. And then we go the other way. 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3. Back to center. 5, 6, and 7. 2 counts each. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. And 5, and 6, and 7, and left. 1, 2, and 3, center. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Back to the right. 1, 2, 3, center. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left shoulder, right shoulder, left, right, and 1, and 2, and 3, and left, 2, 3, and center. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 9. All right. That was a little more challenging, wasn't it? Okay, so we'll finish up today, ladies, with some small jumps, changement, and I also want to see glissade ensemble. So I know that we were working on some of those, the glissade ensemble, when we were last together. We had worked on chassés also, but for this exercise, we're going to have 8 changements. Remember, that's where we jump up from 5th and change our feet and land in 5th. And remember, because changement is a jump, you have to start and end with a plie, glissade, and ensemble are jumps also. So we'll review that after I show the changement. Remember, keep your arms round. I know, I think I gave some corrections about some arms kind of taking the shape of a rectangle, right? Elbows round, pointing to the side. We want to land the jump on the count. So that means we have to be jumping in the air on and. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. your back foot, in the direction of your back foot, the left foot. The glissade does not change. Glissade, back leg brushes to dégagé second as you jump in the air, and it closes in fifth in the front. Brush and jump and land. Glissade, brush, jump, land. Glissade, brush, jump, land. Sous-sus, plie. Starting the left side. Changement. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée, sous-sus, plie. Right? It should only go right and then left, but I would encourage you to try it more than just once. This is also another exercise that I would like to see from you. So maybe go through it one time before you take your video, and then as you repeat, that might be a good time to take the video so that you know, after having gone through it once, where you need to really think. Okay, so nice round arms, very pointed feet, deep, nice plies in between each jump, and the more you plie, the higher you jump. So I want to see really high jumps, ladies. As high as you can get off the floor so that you have lots of time to really stretch your legs and your feet. Right? Right foot in front. Here we go. Let me start that over again. So it's a quick preparation. 5 and 6, 7, 8, and a 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1 and 2. I probably won't get back in view for the first 2 changements, but be ready. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Glissade left, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. Sous-sus, plie, changement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Glissade right, assemblée, glissade left. Sous-sus. All right, I'm going to let the music play again so that you have the music available without having to back it up. So here that comes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Changement. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Glissade left, assemblée. Glissade right, assemblée. Left, assemblée, sous-sus, plie. Change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and glissade to the right. Glissade, assemblée. Glissade, assemblée. Okay, ladies, so you have lots of things to work with there and to focus on. Plenty to keep you busy. I know that you have some other dance classes that you are really working hard on, so keep up all of your hard work. It really will pay off in the end. Those of you that have maybe sent videos and I haven't gotten back to you yet on those, I will. I am in the process. I've already done most of my notes. It's just a matter of time, having the time to sit down and get those to you. But they are coming, and I try to address some of the things that I've seen and some of the corrections that I give you in the next class that I make. But I will also try to get back to each individual who has sent me videos. In the meantime, have fun, stay busy, and continue to enjoy the time that you get to spend with your families. Again, I miss you all.